Hello everyone and welcome back. It's time for the Minnesota 2023 fishing opener tomorrow morning. Just ended a video over on Joe and Zach's survival of opening up the tent for the season. Melissa will be leaving. She just got home from work. It'll take her probably 20 minutes to get everything packed into her truck. She's heading up here with Chunky and Joanie. It's going to be a great weekend up here at the tent. Right now that wind is strong and coming out of the east, so it's hard to film. It is supposed to die down tonight. I've got stuff in the fire pit over there ready to start it up once the wind does die down. I'm excited. I'm excited to have Melissa up here and go fishing. 10 days ago, the lake was completely covered in ice. But there was a couple of real warm days this week and no more ice now. For those of you that did not watch that video, you really should go over there. There were trees to cut down coming in here. Yeah, it's always kind of a mess when you first come in the spring. Brought up a bunch of canned vegetables, got a bunch of food. I'm gonna do some fishing. We bought 4 new pillows, new sheets, a blanket to go on here. We also ordered a new comforter, but that's not in yet. Spring is here. The tent season is open. I just started page 3 on the journal and I was talking to Melissa on her ride up, but she just hit the cell phone dead zone, so she will be here in pretty much exactly 45 minutes. So I thought I would get most of this done, otherwise I sit here for an hour filling out the journal, and which is easy because usually I'm up here all by myself, but when there's somebody else here, Melissa says it's kind of a drag because we'll be talking and everything. It's like I have to do the journal every day, and then I sit here and do the journal. And it's like I've been doing this journal a long time, and it has to be done every day. I know Melissa's going to want some tea when she gets here, so I'm going to get stuff ready. In the morning, she likes this Bigelow lemon. Well, let's see. It's not called that. It's Bigelow, but in the morning she likes green tea with lemon. After work, she likes lemon lift black tea, and then she likes coffee after lunch. Usually, when Melissa gets home from work, I have the TV going in the background all the time, and I just put it on Grit TV, and when she comes home, this Tales of Wells Fargo is on. They have 2 episodes every day during the week. And, she doesn't mind Westerns once in a while, but since it's the only thing I have on, a lot of times she'll be saying, if I have to see another Western, I'm going to go crazy. So I told her, I said, well, I made sure I put in a Tales of Wells Fargo disc in so that you'll feel right at home when you get here. She said she might turn around and go home. It's down to 66.4 in here. It won't be long. There's having that thing going is going to add a little bit of heat in here, but I think once she gets here, she'll want me to start a fire and take the chill out of the air. We usually have the house thermostat set on 72, and in the living room, then it's usually around 71 degrees. Set her up a cord to charge her phone. I don't think she's going to like this one though. It like goes on the side. I like it much better when they're on the end, so I might have to switch that out with one of the other ones. I wanted to look on my phone. The wind seems to be dying down. I mean, it was just so strong 10 minutes ago. But it talked to when I put it on the hourly one. It says it's 68 here. That's exactly what it is outside. Click on today. Tomorrow's going to be colder, high of 62 and windy again. Let's do the hourly. So it's 6:35, 9 miles an hour by 8 o'clock. 7 o'clock, it should be 9 miles an hour. 8 o'clock, 8 miles, then 6, 5, 5, 5. So, yeah, we might get to have a fire tonight. I love it when we get to have a campfire. Campfires are always fun, but when you're by yourself, you know, they're just fun for a little while. I don't get drunk enough like I did when I was younger, where you could sit there and the fire was cool all by yourself. Now, it's, you know, I just have a few, and it's nice to have somebody to talk to. Didn't even put a bag over it. Just been sitting in the snow. The snow was over the top of this window. You couldn't see. I could see this much at the top of the boat. That was it.
I didn't think that.
Listen, we'll be there. We're going down the road. What are you doing, Joanie? Huh? You gonna kill some bears this weekend? Chunky guarding the outhouse while Melissa takes a pee. Definitely a mama's boy.
What are you doing, Joanie?
I already loaded it up in anticipation of you wanting a fire.
Joanie.
Chunky, do you want some, what is this supposed to be? Oh,
Popcorn.
popcorn. There you go. Oh, look what we got for you, Joanie.
Those things are so hard to break.
You
There
didn't like
you
that
go,
one?
Joanie.
No? This is a hard one here. Is this the one you really want? Ouch. How about this one? They're like, no, Dad, I want the treats that are inside the box.
You moron!
Is this what you want, Chunky? There you go. There you go, Joanie. Okay, everyone. Well, it's 11:30 at night. Melissa and I are going to bed. Tomorrow morning is the Minnesota fishing opener. Good morning, everybody. Was just waiting for Melissa to wake up, and now she's finally up, but she said I can run out there fishing this morning myself. I think I kept her up a little bit too late last night. The wind is absolutely the wrong way for where I want to fish, but thought I'd go out and give it a few casts anyway. I just went back to the tent, and Melissa's having her tea out on the chairs by where the fire is. So I talked to her for a little bit, and the dogs were out. Haven't even got a nibble yet. Come on. Definitely just had a couple of hits right there. Come on, there we go. Oh, Jesus, that's a big fish. I think it's a bass. Look at the size. What is that? That's a nice fish there. Yeah, I don't know why a lot of people don't keep bass. I mean, it's a 2-pound bass. Actually, I think it's more than that. I think my thing that weighs it, which sat in the boat all winter, is a little bit off. But I mean, it's a big fish. And the only bass I've ever caught out of this lake have been big bass. And for those of you that in southern Minnesota, bass isn't open yet, but up here it is. It opens the same time. Come on. Oh, hit it right at the boat. I think I'll head back to the tent, and later on Melissa and I will come out. I'm waiting for these potatoes to get done, or almost done, so I can throw the ribeyes on there. I think it's about time. First northern of the year.
And Joe caught it.
Fish number 2.
He's spanking me.
Not yet. Melissa gets her first fish of the season. This is number 4.
Playing back and forth.
I know, it was right at the boat, doing her figure 8. Fish number 5. Do you think we should keep that one or toss it back?
We have the rest of the day and part of tomorrow to go.
Yeah, we'll throw it back. Kind of like, I mean, that is a good eater, but a little bit bigger would be nice.
It wasn't doing anything. I wasn't moving it at all. I went to say something to you and
One of my biggest ones I ever caught, I had the fishing pole just hanging, and it was just barely hitting the water. I didn't even have the pole in my hand, and a big one come up and grabbed it. Number 6. Surprised he hasn't flown yet. And there's turtles in front of him too, see that? So mallard duck right on that log. There he goes. I wonder if they have a house here or something or what. We haven't seen a beaver house since the other side.
but remember, some of them go a long way.
Yeah, that's true. We watched that show. You got one?
Yeah.
Shoot. All right, here's the 7th northern, and this is the 8th northern of the day. Awesome. Did it? Oh, she had another one on.
It just like thunk
Did it?
as soon as it hit the water. Didn't get him in.
No, Melissa had one on right up to the boat. Melissa has a fish on with a weed. Hey, that's a nice one. Oh yeah. That's a keeper there.
Nice.
That's number what? Number 9?
I can't remember. This is my 4th.
All that wind is finally starting to die down. We really want to have a fire, but there's kind of a red flag thing going on. Not a fire ban, but you got to be careful. Melissa's in there in the shower right now. She's not going to do her hair, but just getting cleaned up, and I'm going to take a shower after that. I just heated up water. We might come back up here on Memorial Weekend. We'll have to see. Melissa just caught a small one, but it got off right at the boat.
It got on right at the boat too.
Yeah. So this one is either number 9 or 10 for the day. We had just had one that come up to the boat that was a real big fish, and it bit and it got off. I'm going to throw this one back, I think. Yeah.
You can. No birds didn't come see us.
Not this afternoon. Joanie! Chunky!
Hey! We're back!
Just looking at some of the pictures that were on the SD card on the camera that points towards the dock. Nice moose, but check out the lake itself. Look how much ice is still on it. This was 8 days ago. And look at the one that was on the front of the tent. That's when Zach and Rose were up here.
Hello, Joshua. Lord keep you.
Matter to me.
I suppose we should run out in the morning and get a limit of fish.
Yep.
And then I'd like to clean them here, so that's done. And then decide if we want to go out to eat on the way home.
Busy? I didn't see. No.
I like these ones here when there's an animal here for sure. I think it's a wolf. A wolf with a collar on it.
Really?
Yeah.
Let me hold your fire.
You can see right there a collared wolf, and he's out here quite a bit because, let's see, I gotta make this smaller again.
Everyone got plenty of room?
To be
Pretty uneventful.
customarily, I'm he who starts a negotiation. Name's it's finished too.
Wow, it's pretty cool to see this. Like, there's a big snowstorm going here in this picture, and you can see it all on top of everything.
And so along the grounds bearing
Wow.
mortal likeness to a walrus. Raise up your right hand or whistle. You, John Nuttall.
That's it.
Up with your right.
I think you're commissioned to undertake certain. I'll work with you, Mr. Farnham. Man, weekly deliveries until further notice. A telegram, sir.
Okay, everyone. Well, it's 10 minutes to 11. Melissa's already in bed. I'm going to brush my teeth, and then I'm going to hop in there too. It's been a great day. A little bit windy, but it's nice to be up here. Still kind of breezy.
It is. That looks like a cat.
Might be the one that catches the fish. Melissa caught the first fish here, and it's a keeper.
Wouldn't that have been nice?
What's that?
If I would have caught another one.
Yeah, right in a row.
Right off the bat.
I'll just hold on to the net. I know my place.
You get your casting out here.
2 minutes later, Melissa gets another keeper. Melissa catches another nice fish here, and we had the 2. This would have been our limit because we got 1 yesterday. We can have 4 in possession. But one of them got off the stringer, so now we still have 1 more to catch. Oh, we filled out for the weekend. The one that got lost, that was a really nice one, but the other ones are kind of smaller, but still they're good keepers. That is the part that sleeve that goes over the boot that he has on there. Yeah, I tore the whole metal of the boot apart. And you need a new one. This is something. It's like something had to have hit that. How did it get dented like that? That is just maybe from bending it.
Oh yeah. What is that? An 8 or a 10-inch or?
I think that's a 6. Let's see. Unless, is there a tag on that one down there, Dad?
I'll see. Yeah, we'll just leave it. If there's a hole, there's a hole there.
You're right, it's not going to hurt anything in the next
Because I'll
couple
keep
weeks.
it the next time up. All I gotta do is unscrew those things,
Yeah, unscrew this, get the caulking out, slide it out.
yeah, and then slide it in and then get another pipe.
Yeah, and if you can't, I can help when I'm up here next too, you know, so get it in there.
Yeah, I'll wait on, put it all together, you know.
Right. They don't, a Selkirk will not screw into any of the other 2 brands. So you have to get Selkirk piping.
Oh.
And here's the number.
Okay.
Put her back together.
You see, I don't know how it possibly, I mean, to prevent something like that.
Yeah, unless the force.
Yeah, but still.
Oh, yeah. Huh. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm thinking to come up here and put his feet there to line him up here.
Oh, for this.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
But I don't know what else it would be. I wouldn't step on it.
Right, and it's not going to fall down. Otherwise, I mean, nothing's rotted. So.
No, I'll just fix it up. You just run around with this time I'll repaint to get everything scraped it off on.
We should actually, right on the back corner from something here with this here, put a trail camera that
That's
always
right.
takes pictures because that could have easily been a bear.
Yeah, also thought I could see you see if you come up here.
Right, right.
Yeah, that would be to good place for
Yeah,
right
just
here.
putting right down on there, yeah, because
I put a whole bunch of, like, come out here this morning. I had a, like, I come out here and the two of them come at the same two, because I stood here in the hill and they come and
yeah,
took it, so.
they were over there too.
They were, huh?
First time I come up in the winter, there was the 3 of them still, but the one looked pretty rough. And
Oh,
then
yeah.
when I came up the last time for the real winter trip, none of them came around. And then yesterday when I showed up, they were there right away, the 2.
Yeah.
And I fed them Cheez-Its.
Yeah, I didn't have any here for Friday, but I thought for sure with that puffweed, they could swallow it and it's sweetened.
Yeah, they might not like the sweet. Like those birds, like if they eat chocolate, it'll kill them. But if you put trail mix in your hand with the M&Ms, they'll eat all the trail mix and leave the M&Ms. They won't take them. So maybe they just don't like that sweet, you know? Melissa and I are just in there getting everything put into the trucks now and cleaned up. Such a beautiful day. Finally a day without a whole lot of wind, and of course that's the day you have to go home. But at least we spent most of it here. It's about 2:45 right now. Okay everyone, well thanks a lot for watching. Had an awesome time up here for the Minnesota Fishing Opener 2023. I think we'll be back up here in 2 weeks. I will see you guys on the next video.